Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis. And breaking scoreboard, Simone of the Olympics. Defense and big business, the Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the three in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bell in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer.
What's really, really, really good. Okay, it's another beautiful day in the sports world. All right, I am DeeTrynt. This is Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports. All right, and I'm just coming to shoot it with you just right quick because it's so real in the field. Like most of us today, we woke up wondering what else could happen in the NFL. I mean, you've had star receivers traded, star quarterbacks traded. We've seen guys renege on deals, fail physicals. We got QBs going at front offices, offenses. I mean, it's just been crazy. But clearly, the finale is far, far away. All right. So let's talk about the Kansas City Chiefs and how the Kansas City Chiefs just shocked the whole league by doing something nobody thought was possible. And what did they do? They traded Tariq Hill. That is right. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. They traded Tariq Hill. Tariq Hill is now a member of the Miami Dolphins. Yes, he is. No, you heard this right. I did not make this up. This is real life, okay? Tyreek Hill is now in Miami. I could pull up on Tyreek right now. That's how serious this is. I can go pull up on you right now. Reek was good. Welcome down to Florida, to the peninsula. All right? This is crazy. So all of this happened pretty fast. Kudos to you if you was up on game last night and you knew this was coming. You know what I'm saying? You the real MVP in my eyes, all right? But nobody really seen this coming, all right? So about 11 o'clock, the news break. Hey, Tyreek Hill was granted permission to seek a trade because you know, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second, my bad. You know what I'm saying? You know how I be sometimes, we try to make magic wherever we can, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this sports thing, okay? Because, the days. So, yeah, I guess Tyreek Hill wanted to be the highest paid receiver in the league. This is how I'm digesting. He wanted to be the highest paid receiver in the league. And Kansas City was like, bro, we can't make you the highest paid receiver in the league right now. We still got to pay Travis. We already paying. We got to get the defense together. Tyreek was probably like, bro, you ain't really got no squad without me. And that's when Andy Reid was like, well, find somebody that's going to take you there because I don't want you. All right. And Miami was like, I'll be your Huckleberry boss. I'll be your Huckleberry boss. Yeah, I'll be your Huckleberry. So Tyreek goes to the Dolphins for a 2022 first round pick, fourth round pick, seventh round pick, and the 2023 fourth round pick and the sixth round pick. In all fairness, for all the money Miami been spending, shit, But Miami looking real deadly right now. James Conner, Miles Gaskin. They got Terran Armstead. They re-signed Agba. They got, bro, Miami. Shout out to Miami. Miami actually putting together a nice little squad. You really can't even hate that. But that was crazy news. Now I'm wondering, well, what's up with Devontae Parker? Is Devontae Parker available? Because if he is, I'm just saying the Browns should be trying to get him. All right. I mean, if Devontae Parker is available, my guy, why would the Browns not try to get him? You know what I'm saying? Here we go. You see that blockbuster trade, baby. You see it right there on the screen. A first, a first, a second, a fourth, and a sixth. I read a seventh somewhere. Okay, listen. Tyreek Hill fire, bro. And for anybody who's saying he not worth 5 draft picks, bro, you made that shit up. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. You made that up. Tyreek Hill is a threat to score a touchdown every time he touches the ball. It does not matter if he get a short yard, medium, behind the line of scrimmage, 5 yards, 25 yards. It does not matter. If Tyreek get a step, if he get a chance to wiggle, he almost like Barry Sanders that receiver, bro. If he get it, it's a good chance you're not stopping him. So yes, one Tyreek is worth 5 receivers. It's worth 5 players in the right system. He's with Tua. I heard people say, well, Tua arm strength ain't that big. So how you gonna push it down the field? Well, I was like, then they had Jakeem Grant. Shout out to the Jakeem Grant for being a Brown right now. Then they had Jakeem Grant. Well, Jakeem Grant is a Brown now. I actually think Jakeem left them last year. I think he was a Bear. He played for the Chicago Bears last year. But Tyreek gives them element back. They got Jalen Waddle, and Waddle gives them that element too. I highly doubt if they try to move on from Devontae Parker, but I'm pretty sure Devontae Parker want to get paid. Jalen Waddle still got 4 years before he even got to attempt to try to get paid. Devontae Parker, however, is on the last year. I think last year his deal, or at least the last 2 years of his deal. So I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? But I would keep it if I was them, I would keep him this year. But even look, Stephon Diggs, like what the hell going on? Well, Stephon, you gonna need some help over there. That's what the hell going on. You gonna need another receiver because you lost Zay Jones and Cole Beasley. It's just you. The Bills better be bringing in some type of receiver because it's about to get real. All right. That's even on down to the Browns too, though. You know, the Browns all we got is Amari Cooper, and we got DPJ. Is that Malcolm Butler? What was that? Is that a Malcolm Butler alert? What was that? Where are you going? Back to Tennessee? Anyway, he's going back to the Patriots. That's crazy. Man, at this point, ain't no telling what could happen this offseason. Nothing. But I didn't want to spend my whole time talking about football because I've been talking about football and I'll keep talking about football because football is my first love. All right. I seen the Leonard Fournette transaction too, 3 years, 21 million. Um, I want to talk about the cast. This is who I want to talk about. I want to talk about who's near and dear to my heart. All right. I want to talk about the cast. These Cleveland Cavaliers are, first off, I'm so proud of these cats. Okay. Now, if you go check out my blogs from the beginning of the foot basketball season, if you check out any of my articles from the beginning of the basketball season, I said if Kevin Love bought in, this team could win 40 games. Clearly, I knew what I was talking about. Clear. Okay. I said if Rubio buy in, they can contend for a nice playoff spot. Like some home court. At least 6-4. What are they doing? Right now, the Cavs stand at 41-31. There are 10 games left in the season. They trail 6 games behind Miami, 4 games behind Milwaukee, who is 1-2. 3 games behind Philly, 1 game behind Chicago. All right. The Cavs currently do not have Jared Allen available. They currently do not have Dean Wade available. And as it stands, neither one of these guys will be back before the playoffs. It's possible Jared could come back, but probably not. So where does that stand? All right. Where does that leave the Cavs? They have a remaining schedule of the Raptors, the Bulls, the Magic, the Mavericks, the Hawks. That's just the rest of this month. Raptors, Bulls, Magic. If the Cavs could go on a 3-game winning streak right now, that would be everything. A 3-game winning streak right now would be everything for the Cavs. All right. Then you end off the month with the Mavericks and the Hawks, who are all fighting for playoff spots. Like with the exception of the Magic, every team the Cavs about to play is fighting for a playoff spot. Then you play the Knicks, they out of it. You got the 76ers again. You got the Nets and the Bucks. We end the season playing the Nets and the Buccaneers. I said the Buccaneers and the Milwaukee Bucks. I don't know why I called them the Buccaneers. My bad, y'all. I got football in the head. My bad. So I like what the Cavs been doing. Um, I will say this to Coach JB, who will probably get Coach of the Year nods. It's possible that he may lose to like Minnesota coach or something. But I would like to see JB play Willard more. The Cavs only missing a score. That's like been a whole problem outside of the injuries. It's just having somebody who's going to consistently put up buckets, and that's really what they've been missing. Now, a lot of this is probably gonna change once the playoffs start, but you got to get to the playoffs. And right now, the Cavs are lightweight limping into the playoffs. No Sexton, no Love. No Sexton, no Allen. Um, uh, Laurie Marketing just came back quite just a few games ago. Evan Mobley was out for a few games. Darius Garland's just now getting back. So I would like to see Windler play more. Lamar Stevens, bro. I love Lamar Stevens, bro. He he played with such a fire. He played with such intensity. I like that. Well, Coro played with that too. And a Coro offensive game is going. Now, right now he relegated to like a slasher and a spot up shooter. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Because, the slasher thing he's really good at, but the spot up shooting thing is something he gotta get better at. I would say this off season, I would definitely like to see him work on his ball handle. Because him being able to handle the rock to a heavy degree will go a long way on this team. I know you got your Karis LeVerts. Sexton gonna come back. You know what I mean? But who is that? Oh, look at that! Look, let him know. Let him know. man. But we so looking at what the Cavs will have to do. All right, and I think these last 10 games should be about executing in the half court. The Cavs can get out and run. The Cavs can do a lot of things. That was a beautiful block by Goodwin. Beautiful block. Where the Cavs lack though
Yeah, that
right
was
now.
crazy.
Yeah, that
That
block.
was
Yeah,
crazy
that was
block.
wrong. Hey, where the Cavs lack right now though is a half court offense. Right now, their half court offense is give Garland the ball, set some screens, and pick his poison. This offensive attack has to evolve. There has to be more Caleb at the free throw line or Evan Mobley at the free throw line with their options to pass out or pass under or take the shot. I think that is the next evolution. Now, that usually works better when you can do a lot of handoffs. I mean, for the most part, you can hand off to Garland, but really you want to hand off to like Goodwin, Chetty, guys who take advantage of the defense when they already going downhill. Karis LeVert problem, and it's not a major problem. It's an adjustment thing. I believe Karis LeVert has to assert himself with the jump shot because Garland already break people down off the dribble. Even Mobley break people down off the dribble. And though nobody in the league wants them breaking people down off the dribble. But if LeVert start off hitting shots, and it's the same thing I was saying about Sexton. If they start off with a jumper clip, it opens up everything for the whole rest of the team, and it opens up the passing abilities for them, uh, Sexton and LeVert. We're going to need LeVert in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie. I think LeVert gonna go ham in the playoffs. But I think what LeVert is, well, I'm not as down on LeVert as everybody else because I understand that LeVert was injured and that he's still trying to get acclimated to the team. Most importantly, he's trying to figure out where he needs to be able to insert himself without fucking up the floor of the team. Now, people can say, it shouldn't take him that long. It took Darius Garland like a year and a half, 2 years to get it right by year three. I'm not saying it's gonna take LeVert that long. What I'm saying is though, you gotta give a person a chance to grow. We ain't robots. A person has to be able to grow, has to be able to see their mistakes, learn from it, adapt. But I think in the playoffs he gonna come alive. You know what I'm saying? I think I totally believe. But I think JB should play LeVert and Windler in the backcourt when he come off that bench. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're gonna stay starting Okoro and Stevens. I think when you come in with that bench, when you come in with Chetty and Love, you should just run Windler. Don't get me wrong, Brandon Goodwin been playing good. He gonna play in the playoffs. He gonna get quite a few minutes in the playoffs. But you gonna need Windler. You gonna need that size. You gonna need his confidence. You gonna need his shooting. You gonna need what he gives you on the defensive end as far as his help defense and what he helps out with the rebounding, the long rebound. In order for the player to get his confidence back, he got to play. So Coach JB, man, I think you got to work Windler in there, man. He gonna help stretch a lot of your minutes. You know what I'm saying? If he's allowed to be able to do his thing. Uh, Dean Wade is a blow though. It's a bigger blow than y'all know. You know what I'm saying? But I think, just speaking right now, the Cavs might go 5-5. I'm hoping they run off a 10-game winning streak because I picked them to go 51-31. So I need to run off a 10-game winning streak. They already maxed out in losses where I had them. But look, y'all, it was fun. All right, it's time being on my lunch break. Chop it up with y'all. Just get a few tidbits in. Go over a little bit of Tyreek stuff. Really get into it with the Cavs. But I'm gonna be off tomorrow. Tomorrow we can get really in depth about these things and really have a long pod. So definitely thank you all for tuning in. If you're on Facebook or Twitter, if you're on YouTube or Twitch, if you're listening on Spotify or Anchor, man, appreciate y'all tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I am DeeTrynt. This is Game Changers Sports Talk on Industry Sports, and we're gonna get up with y'all in a second.